Hello once again, my name is Cipyaar, aka the People's Gamer, and today it's time for a new, slightly different episode. So we're going to be talking about the new PS4 and its announcement. Now this is an unofficial announcement by a reliable bracket source on Kotaku. So this may not be true, although I do think Kotaku is a very reliable source, and if they say it's true, then it must be true. So, the PS4 will be codenamed Orbis, and will launch late 2013, which is quite good. I always expected the PS4 to launch maybe 2014, 2015, that seemed like a kind of a good year to release it, but sooner than usual, so that's quite nice. Now, it's going to have an AMD CPU. For those who don't know, CPUs are central processing units, and it's going to have an AMD Southern Islands GPU, which means it'll have better graphics on your games. So if you thought Crysis 2 looked good on the PS3, wait till you get on the PS4 and you will be mind blown because it'll look awesome. So because of the new GPU and CPU, you can display games at a resolution of 4096 by 2160, which is quite a nice little feature there. I don't think any consoles have ever been able to display that kind of resolution. It's always been like 1280 by 720 or something like that. But PCs can do that. Go PCs. So looks like the PS4 will be a bit closer to the PC's kind of power. Although the PS4s will never be as good as PCs. Right. And 3 games can be played in 1080p, which is always a good little feature. Even though I always feel like 3D is a bit of a gimmick in games and movies. Some people like it though, but personally, don't like it. That's just my opinion. I'm not like hating on 3D. So, let's move out of the way and over there. So the PS4 looks quite nice. There isn't any kind of official images. It sounds nice by what I've been told. So, a bad feature is that it won't be backwards compatible. Now, when the PS3 was announced, I really hoped that it would have backwards compatibility, so I could play like my PS2 games, such as Jak and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank, on the big screen on my new kind of plasma screen TV and stuff like that. But they never did it. They did release HD titles a few years later, like Jak and Daxter HD was released this month, I think. Or maybe last month, but quite recently. But if they did that since the start, then it'd be quite nice. So no backwards compatibility is a big fat no-no in my eyes, which is quite sad. And another bad feature, and probably the most annoying feature, is it'll have an inbuilt anti-used games measure. Now, this is bad news for people who rely on pre-owned games as their main source of games. So, take me for example, I buy most of my games pre-owned at the moment, unless I get them from Steam, however, which I can't get them pre-owned because it's digital, but if I go to Game, for example, or if you're in the US, if you go to GameStop, they won't sell any pre-owned PS4 games, which is quite stupid. So that's a really bad move for people who rely on pre-owned games, especially in this kind of money situation that people are having. You can get the games on Blu-ray disc. That's kind of a obvious thing. We know the PS3 has Blu-ray at the moment. Blu-ray is quite nice, quite quality full. Is that a word? I don't know, but I'm going to use it. But you can buy games digitally. Now, imagine that Uncharted 4's out, and you have 2 options. You can go and buy it from a brick and mortar shop. You have to go out into the horrible British weather with the rain dribbling down your forehead and your umbrella getting blown away. Sounds shit, I know. Or you can stay in the house and download it for some people, in a matter of hours. So I would personally like the second option, the digital download. So that's pretty good. I always says that digital downloads will become popular in the future. Steam has kind of popularised digital downloads, very much so. and hopefully PS3 or PlayStation in general and Xbox in general will follow their kind of steps and do what they do. So, any games you buy on the PS4 will be locked to your PSN account, and that will require you to be online constantly. So, if you have a bad connection, like I do, and in order to be able to have good connection on your laptop, you need to turn off the PS3. But you don't want to turn it off because you're in the middle of a game, and you just want to be offline for a sec. You can't do that. You can't turn yourself offline. You have to be online all the time, which is pretty stupid. So, for people with bad connections, it's a big, bad no-no. So, second-hand buyers will have to pay an unlock fee to access full game content. So if you do manage to buy it pre-owned, you'll have to pay like, let's say, 10 quid to access the full game. And because you paid that 10 pounds or whatever, 10 US dollars, 10 whatever, then you will have to. So like I said, if you buy it pre-owned and it's like £10 increase because you have to pay to unlock it, then you'll be paying the same price it would be for buying the full game. So you might as well just buy it full game. So that seems like it's going to be their way of doing it. But similar claims were made about the next gen Xbox earlier this year, and that was never confirmed by Microsoft, so that might be not true. Now, here's some solid evidence. Select studios, so let's take Insomniac Games and Naughty Dog for example, have reportedly been receiving PS4 dev kits since the beginning of this year, with more finalised units set to arrive towards the end of 2012. Now this means that games companies will be testing out new PS4 software, testing out the graphics, testing out the kind of possibilities with the new hardware and software. So it's quite nice that they've got a little head start. They can start building games straight away. Now, let's go over the kind of pros and cons. So let's just go. Pro. It's got the AMD graphics chip, and can run 4096 by 2160. Con. You can't have backwards compatibility. Another con is the anti-used games measures they're going to have, so you can't get pre-owned games, and if you do, it'll boost up the price, so it's just the same as getting a new game. And the always online feature is another con, which is stupid. A pro is that the games companies have already been getting little kind of dev kits, so they'll have a head start to make the games more suited, make the early games a bit better, because I'm sure that the early games will have a really bad kind of write-up because they are early games, and people won't be used to like playing it, and people won't be used to like building games on that software. I might be wrong, we might have like a 9 out of 10 game on the first ever month, but I doubt we will. Another con is that it'll be released in 2013, which is earlier than I thought, and probably earlier than a lot of you thought. And that's it. So, thanks for watching this little short video, kind of a little bit of a change from my normal gameplay stuff. So, if you want to see some proper gameplay, just go on my channel. I've got some Mass Effect 3 stuff there, I've got some Alan Wake stuff, I've got some horror stuff. It's all good. So remember to drop a like on the video, remember to favourite and subscribe for more news. I might be doing one of these again if more news breaks through about the PS4 or even about the Xbox 720. So keep an eye out for that. So you've been watching news with Cipyaar. Hope you've enjoyed it. And have a nice night or day, depending where you are. Bye.